What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Gaia. His name is Moore. His opponent today in the blue color, also playing as Gaia. His name is Furkan the Great. The map, you guys ask? Well, this is a special map. This map's called Tundra Pools. We just take a quick look around this map. It's very pretty. It's got that beautiful, beautiful tundra tile set. And then it's also got these fantastic side water locations that can either spawn 4, 5, or 6 fishing locations. Maybe 6 on both of them. And this is the spawn, which is the minimum fishing spawn, which is giving both players access to 8 fishing ships. So basically what this means on Tundra Pools is that this map essentially is a hyper accelerated start, in that we start with that extra fishing ship shenanigans. It's a fantastic map for Loki players. It's a fantastic map for Atlantean players. It can be a fantastic map for Egyptian players. And it's just a fantastic map in general. It's a mix of Oasis and I guess like Black Forest, in if you guys are aware of Age of Empires 2 and the safe fish and safe resources you can have. But it's a very, very fun map, and I'm really happy to see these guys playing on it. I'm not sure if this was for a tournament or for a show match or something, but they decided to give this map a go. It's not in the random map pool, so they definitely selected this one. Now, that's part of what's really cool about Voobly, is you can go into the ranked ladder and you can select what map you want to play on for your ranked games. Obviously, you have to play someone who wants to play on that map. A lot of the times people will just leave and say you're a madman. But we do have this here for Moore and Furkan, and they're both playing Gaia. We're seeing a little bit of an interesting war here with the Gaia. We've got the Cathara of Apollo over here, the plus 10% villager movement speed. If you tie this as well with channels, you can get a 20% villager movement speed, which might not seem like it matters, but it actually helps out a ton. It helps out a lot with your farming rate, because the villagers, essentially, they are, say this is your farm here, the villager is going to gather some food here and then walk over to this location and then gather some food here, and then walk over to this location and gather some food. So that walking time they spend, they're not actually gathering anything. So the faster they walk, the faster their gather rate actually ends up becoming. So that's a thing. That's good. We've got a relic up the top of the map as well. Let's check this one out. We've got the Scales of Catoblipas, the negative 20% myth unit crush vulnerability. We've also got over here on the left side of the map the Grugnir Odin Spear. This relic could actually be very, very important for these players to pick up. This relic, it's only plus 5% hack damage, but in the end of the day, if you're playing a mirror war, that extra 5% is going to turn out to matter. So anyone who picks this relic up is going to be very, very happy. And we do have a final relic over here, Pygmalion statue. Pretty crazy. I mean, if there was a Ra player in this game, grabbing this relic and this relic could be like set you up for one of the more brutal villager rushes. Anyways, we've got Furkan now up to his 6th fishing ship, going up 2 more fishing ships as well. He's going to be looking to advance 1 villager late, it looks like. I don't think I like this from Furkan. Let's check out what Moore's doing. Moore's also going up 1 villager late. So what I would have preferred here from these guys, and this is what makes sense to me, is going up 430 on this map and then rushing Purse Scene. You're going to be able to go 4 fishing ship here, throw down a dock over here, right? Not necessarily start fishing ship production, then throw down your temple, then get to the next age, and then you will be grabbing Purse Scene, finishing your 4th fishing ship up while you advance, getting Purse Scene and being up at 430, giving yourself an extra 35 seconds of Purse Scene than your opponent if they go up this far into the game. And we are now seeing the Economic Guild dropping down for Furkan. And we'll see this here. He's got 35 population. Moore's got 35 population. So both players on that. But Furkan's actually dropped down an extra house already. And he's trying to trap the Oracle in here. And it is looking like he's actually managed to do this. Very, very cute play here. But Moore's going to be, oh dearie me. Moore's going to be chucking down his Gaia Forest on top of the gold mine. But it really doesn't matter all too much for Furkan. He's gonna be fine here. And on Voobly, this is a lot less of an issue than on Extended Edition. If this happens to you on Voobly, you can just chop the wood down and then wall segment delete this if you're wanting to have some sort of area here. We are seeing more dropping down his spider eggs on this location as well straight away. A bit of a surprise there, but doesn't really do all too much. It's looking like we're just trying to delete. I don't think you can delete these. Oh, wait. Furkan showing up here. You can totally delete the spider layers with wall segments. There you go. We've got a town center now coming up for more as an Oracle hero gets shanked down there. One Oracle hero is not going to be enough to kill a villager. These villagers are fat. They've also got donkeys as well, but they are very fat. 160 HP is a lot, and we are seeing the automatons now starting to stream in here, going to be hitting Moore's town center, but there's already an automaton here for Moore. Is he producing more or not is the question. He is not getting more of those. He is making Cairo Ballista and Terma, though, and it looks like Moore's going to get the advantage here, take down one of those automatons, but another one streaming in. You got to be careful here. You don't want to lose your automaton just yet, but it is seeming like that's what's going to happen. And now Furkan can actually maybe get this one back up. It's hard to get the animation to actually start if there's something else for the automaton to do here. We are seeing more and more units streaming in for Furkan on this location, and it's going to be very, very close. Thanks so much for the 6 months, Benaclar. How you doing, my friend? We are seeing the Terma now smacking away at the automaton. We'll see if it's actually going to be able to take any of these really down at this point. It's going to be actually very, very easy for one hero Terma to do this, but another Terma now flooding in here. Going to be starting to shoot away. A nice micro from Moore there, jumping through the manor. This town center is very, very close to going up, and there it goes as the Cairo Ballista are now out for Moore. We see Gaia Forest getting thrown down, and the aggression that Furkan has been putting on now is going to be denied and stopped as Furkan is deciding to get himself his own second town center. Let's check out the economic upgrades for these guys, though. Furkan's got channels, he's got hand axe, he's got pickaxe. Moore has got hand axe and pickaxe. We've also got ourselves purse scene for both players. I would have to assume yes. And guess what? Channels works for fishing ship as well. 5.76 speed versus Moore's 4.8 speed. And that's actually speeding up these fishing ship production by just quite a bit, to be honest. I reckon that actually pays for itself very, very quickly, and something that a lot of players should be thinking about doing more so for Gaia on water maps is getting that channel. It's very, very smart play from Furkan, as we're now seeing the Oracle Scout going to be taken down here. And no more vision for Moore in Furkan's base, as we are seeing a military barracks going to be getting thrown up here, trying to clear out these spider eggs. It's very, very smart. I wasn't aware that this was possible, but in hindsight, it makes perfect sense. If you see your opponent throwing down spider eggs, you can delete them. So the aggressive spider eggs that you could potentially throw down with Gaia are not that great. You more want to make sure that you're hiding your spider eggs so your opponent doesn't see them going up. As there we do see Moore is going to be chucking down some defensive spider eggs. Much harder to take these out with buildings. So we are seeing Moore now going up to 3 town centers. He doesn't care. He wants to go up to 3 town centers. I think that in this matchup, town centers might be a mistake, especially with the fishing boom that is potential. I reckon rushing Mythic Age, getting out an early Tartarian Gate is generally speaking the way to go on this map, but we're not seeing that here as both players are starting to grab their second, third town center, and we'll see how it's all going to wind up going there. We do see Furkan has managed to sneak a dock up onto this location. We'll be able to start taking down Moore's fishing ship as Moore is now having to garrison these. This is a lot of resource investment in here to deny 4 fishing spots, so we'll see if it's actually going to be worth it or not for Furkan, as Moore is now going to hurt just a little bit. He's down 4 fishing ships. But he's going to be putting villagers over onto food already on 3 town centers, booming away very, very shortly. These Cairo Ballista are going to be able to deny this town center for quite some time, actually. So this is a very, very smart positional play from Furkan, and we'll see if Moore is going to be able to push back out. The wood-based armies from these players are very, very brutal here. These Mamilo are actually kind of useless at this point. Because of those Cairo Ballista, and we'll see if it's actually going to be an issue or not, as the Milo are streaming in here. A little bit aggressive from Furkan, but he does have the automaton here. We see another spider lair getting another kill here, and Moore is actually kind of getting pushed back a little bit here, just because those Cairo Ballista aren't really focusing down the Murmillo, and now Moore has to pull back. This Townsend is still trying to get put up by Moore. Over here, we do see a cheeky Termeraid onto this large gold mine. Moore does have to be a little bit concerned about that, but Moore's now 108 of 110 population with an armory up. Going to be going to the heroic age, I assume, through Thea. Yes, that's the god of choice here. Furkan, on the other hand, he has no resources in the bank. He has full flood, 123 of 130 population, trying to push through Moore, but Moore's got the tech advantage now. He's not going to get his 3rd town center up, and he is getting pushed back, but with Moore hitting the heroic age, that's going to unlock Contarius for him, which is going to be really, really good at cleaning up those Cairo Ballista. So we'll see if that's what Moore's going to be going for, or if instead he might just try to jump straight to the mythic age here. He's going to be having a very, very big flood of food. He's still got 14 villages on food, -4, so 10 citizen on food right now. So in a very, very big food situation, is he getting himself any more economic upgrades here? He's not getting any more economic upgrades. Let's check out Furkan for the minute here. He's getting himself irrigation. Has he got shaft mine just yet? No, he's just starting to get those upgrades. The beautiful thing about Gaia is in the classical age, you can forgo going like 3rd town center or 2nd town center in favor of just getting all your economic upgrades. And it's almost as good, if not as good, as getting the 3rd town center. And we are seeing the automaton over here going to get sniped down as Furkan is pushing more away from this location. These Terma are basically useless here against the Cairo Ballista, but with Thea coming through, Moore is going to be having access to those Contarius. He's getting them straight away. No upgrades coming through, just going to be immediately building them. No Stymphalian birds getting produced just yet. And we will be seeing, yet again, another spider lair getting cast down on this location. A bit confused about this one. If you put the spider lair down, like say on top of like military productions, is pretty smart if you just chuck it down, say here, but that's not what's happening from Moore. And we'll see what he's going to be able to actually manage to do with that. But the Contarius now coming out. Look at that damage they do over onto the Cairo Ballista. Obviously, one's not going to be enough, as the Cairo Ballista and Automaton going to be more than enough to deal with that one there. And these 5 military barracks are up for more. He's got a lot of resources in the bank here. He does have shaft mine now. He could consider getting quarry, which is exactly what he's going to be doing. And now we see the Stymphalian bird flying overhead, raining fire or feathers from the sky. But it is pushed back now, and we'll see where he's going to be going. And now the villagers returning back over onto this location, as it's looking like Moore is trying to set up shop over here. He wants to get this town center up, as Furkan is going up to 3 town centers here. The Stymphalian bird is enough. The Contarius streaming in from behind, forcing Furkan away. These Contarius move incredibly slow compared to the Contarius. 5.75 speed versus 3.85 speed. And this town center now for Furkan is on the way, but it's looking like Moore is going to be getting his up first, because he's got so many units on that one. And now Furkan is desperately attempting to get up to the next age. He doesn't have an armory just yet. He's got a lot of resources in the bank. He's got himself shaft mine. He's got himself, is that flood control or just irrigation? He's got himself flood control and about to be quarry. So a very, very nice position to be in. The town center about to pop here for Moore, as he is going to be able to grab those Aurochs very, very shortly, as Moore now pushing forward with his Contarius, and he's been able to hold this location. Moore is in a fantastic position right now. 3 town centers, great economic upgrades, still eating Hunt, in a fantastic position. Furkan with tons of resources in the bank, though. Moore, on the other hand, needs to think about throwing down that market, going to the Mythic Age. Obviously, against Gaia, the Tartarian Gate is a little bit less strong because it's hard to put it down. But I tell you what, there's a position right here that is absolutely brutal for a Tartarian Gate to be thrown down. So we are now starting to see the Contarius raids coming in for more. He's going to be hitting this gold mine. We do see some villagers attempting to retreat away. Again, we've got that channels, but we've left the Kithara of Apollo here. These villagers could be going very, very fast. Moore is currently retreating away from these villages. I'm not 100% sure what he's trying to do. He's just allowing those to move forward right now as Furkan still putting tons of pressures over here. Moore is at 140 of 140 population. Furkan is at 145 of 145 population, but he is still seeing... Oh no, is this heroic age now? I can't tell. Yes, he's still in the classical age. Yes, the heroic age looks a lot more teched up, but Furkan's still in the classical age, still trying to put pressure on, and Moore is just doing his thing. He's getting himself fortified town centers. He's getting himself masons, making sure he's not going to just lose the game here. He is very low on gold, though. Only 2,300 gold left in this gold mine, and there is potential for Furkan to get a gold star. You can see the walls up on this location here and over here as the Contarius starting to jab through it. Furkan about to finish this one off. I would love to see some military buildings get thrown up over here as well. But not happening just yet. We do see the fishing ships have popped out here for Furkan as well as he's grabbed these spots for himself. Very nice play. And now Furkan's still just sitting under this location, and Moore is in a very, very difficult position. We are seeing Rhea coming through for Furkan. This is... I would say this is a slight mistake here from Furkan, but it's got a very clear intention. Furkan wants behemoths right away to take this town center down. And the reason I say this is a mistake, slight mistake, is that even killing this town center is not going to be enough, because you take your opponent down 20 population, that's fine. 15 population, 20 population. They've still got Hesperus tree. They've still got Dryads. You still have to deal with that. And they're still going to be at population to fight you back. So even killing the town center is not quite going to be enough. But we'll see if it's going to work. Basically, Furkan has to get access to this town center with his behemoth push and take it for himself. And we'll see what's going to happen here as Moore still not advancing to the next age, still doing his thing. We see double walls set up right now by Furkan, but Moore is going to be taking these ones down. We do see the Arcus able to take down that automaton very, very quickly and easily here right now, as we are seeing a very nice Arcus Contarius situation here as the Gaia Forest getting thrown down there. Thank you so much for the 3 months there, Mr. or Miss, I'm not sure, Casadelli. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying the games. And now we see the Catapulti now coming over here, taking down the Citizen. Very, very nice raids by Furkan as he is actually taking this town center down with the Behemoth, as Moore is not able to come over here just yet. We still haven't seen that Hesperus tree get thrown down just yet. Lots of idle units for Moore that he needs to bring over onto this location, but not doing it. And now the Contarius swinging around. Does Moore have anything? He's got Poseidon's Secret just coming through. I don't think we've got the Lance of Stone just yet, but Poseidon's Secret is going to be huge. 6.33 speed. He's going to be going after the gold miners, and he's going to just allow this town center to be taken down here as the units are now streaming in. But we've got Catapultis out. We've got Murmillo out. Very, very nice play from Moore as he's now, or sorry, from Furkan, as he's managed to set Moore back quite a bit right now. But the raid's now hitting these villages. The villagers need to make a retreat away. But with Poseidon's Secret, these Contarius are going to be able to chase these citizens down very, very fast. And now there's very little gold economy to come through for Furkan. How is his resources looking? He's got a lot of wood in the bank, not that much gold, but he is up on this location over here right now. And Moore is going to be attempting to raid his Gaia opponent into the ground, where Furkan is going to be attempting to use his Behemoth to push in and destroy Moore's base. He still needs to take down this military barracks to remove the Lush here in order to get his 4th town center. Meanwhile, we're taking this town center down. Furkan does not have fortified town centers, but he does have masons, so it's going to be able to survive for quite a while here, as Moore is trying to attack his opponent where he is weak. This is the theme of I don't know, the weak, I guess. Attack your opponent where he's weak. Don't fall victim to just fighting your opponent head on the entire game. Always looking for different places to attack, and we are seeing more. Now going to be grabbing this gold mine, and funnily enough, I feel like this entire process here from Moore stemmed from the fact that he didn't have access to a third gold mine. And we are seeing some Terma coming over here, going to be able to clean up these Arcus very, very nicely, as they are obviously counter units. But funnily enough, it's a very close fight, as the Arcus are actually better than you'd think against Terma, as this town center is still getting close to going down. We do see those Clontarius heroes coming out, but still no Lance of Stone for more. Is it coming through? I don't see it coming through just yet. So the town center actually going to stay alive for the time being here, as we've got 7 citizen repairing this town center. Does Furkan have fortified town centers coming in? He does. 55% of the way. We do see a villager coming over onto this location, as Moore thought he was going to be able to take the town center down, put a military building down, get that lush on here, and create a 2 town center to 2 town center situation. But Furkan now throwing up his watchtower on here. He's already got his own military barracks spreading lush onto this town center. Moore is essentially stuck 2 versus 4 town centers here, as this rear play from Furkan the Great is working an absolute charm for Furkan. Moore, on the other hand, he's trying to get more villagers out, trying to stay populated, but he's very, very low on the gold mine. These villagers over here getting taken down, and Moore seemingly has no gold left to mine on this map, apart from these 2 villages here, as the Gaia Forest over here blocking this location. And Moore, in the 19th minute of this game, decides to tap out, as Furkan plays around the map absolutely beautifully here with that rear timing to hit this town center, to get the gold control, force Moore off of gold, and just take the game. Moore was playing slowly, methodically. He got to the heroic age first. I felt like he was in a fantastic position to take this game, but in the end of the day, not able to secure his 3rd gold mine. Cost him, and the behemoth push so strong. No Stymphalian birds out to defend that one, because normally if the behemoth come in, the Stymphalian birds can kill it very, very easily, but that doesn't happen. And Furkan the Great takes this game. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.